The restaurant was almost empty when he walked in, hands cold, heart even colder. He picked a corner table, the one farthest from everyone, as if hiding his loneliness between the flickering shadows. The waiter placed a plate of simple food in front of him, and for a moment he just stared at it. He hadn't spoken to anyone all day. No calls, no messages. Just silence that clung to his shoulders like a heavy coat before the story continues. If this moment has already touched your heart, please take a second to support Whispers of Kindness. Like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Your one comment helps this channel grow and reach more hearts. He took the first bite slowly. It almost felt strange eating a warm meal after days of barely surviving on cheap snacks. His life hadn't always been this way. There was a time when he had friends, a stable job, and a family who waited for him at dinner. But the world changes faster than people do. One mistake, one bad decision, one unfortunate turn, and suddenly everything he had slipped away, like sand between his fingers. He didn't hear her come in. The restaurant door opened quietly, and a cold gust followed, along with a thin woman holding a small boy's hand. Her clothes were worn, her hair slightly messy, and her steps unsure, as if she wasn't sure she even belonged there. The boy clutched her fingers tightly. His eyes were big, tired, and shining with a hunger he was too embarrassed to admit. She approached the counter, voice trembling. Do you have anything cheap? Anything small? My son hasn't eaten properly since yesterday. The waiter's pause said everything. This was a place where even the cheapest dish was still too expensive for someone who came with empty pockets. The man in the corner noticed. He lifted his head for the first time, truly seeing someone other than himself. The mother pulled her son close, whispering to him that maybe they'd find something outside, maybe they'd be lucky this time. As they turned to leave, the man stood up. He didn't plan it. His feet moved before his mind caught up. Wait, he said gently. The woman froze. He walked over, swallowing the lump in his throat. Please, sit with me. Your son is hungry. Let him eat. Then, softer. No child should ever feel that pain. Her eyes widened, filling instantly with tears. She tried to blink away. Are you sure? We don't want to bother anyone. You're not bothering me, he said, pulling out a chair for them. Honestly, I could use some company myself. They sat down hesitantly. The boy looked at him, unsure at first, but when the food arrived, fresh, hot, and steaming, his eyes lit up. It was the same expression the man remembered wearing as a child, when his mother used to surprise him with hot meals after long school days. The boy ate quickly at first, then slower, savoring each bite like it was something sacred. The mother watched him, relief washing over her face, her shoulders easing as if some invisible weight finally loosened its grip. The man looked at her gently. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? She sighed a quiet, painful sound. Life, she whispered. My husband passed away a year ago. Everything got harder after that. I've been trying to find work, but jobs aren't easy to get when you have a child who needs you every second. Some days we manage. Some days. She looked down. Some days, we don't. He nodded slowly. I understand more than you think. She glanced at him, sensing the heaviness behind his words. What about you? He looked at his half-finished plate. I lost my job, then my apartment. Then the people who used to call themselves family. They all left when I needed them most. He let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. I haven't had a real conversation with someone in months. The woman reached across, placing a gentle hand over his. Maybe today is the first step back. Her simple kindness felt like sunlight breaking through a long, dark storm. He hadn't realized how starved he was, not for food, but for connection. The boy finished eating and smiled shyly. Thank you, sir. That small voice, that small gratitude, healed something in him he thought was long dead. They talked for a while softly, openly, three strangers, bound by the invisible thread of their struggles. The restaurant slowly grew quieter, but their little circle felt warm, protected from the world outside. When the meal was over, the mother stood, holding the boy's hand again. "Thank you," she whispered. "You didn't just feed my son, you fed my hope." He shook his head gently. "No, you both gave me something too. I thought I'd eat alone tonight, but your words, your presence, reminded me I'm still part of this world." The boy suddenly hugged him, a small, warm, unexpected embrace, the kind that doesn't just wrap arms around a person, but wraps around the spirit. The man's heart cracked open as they walked out into the cold night. He watched them go, realization washing over him like a quiet revelation. Kindness doesn't need a home, or money, or perfect circumstances. It only needs a moment, one simple moment, where a heart decides to reach out instead of turning away. He went back to his table, staring at the empty plate. This time, he felt full, not because of the food, but because of what had just happened. A single act of kindness had changed the direction of 3 lives, even if only a little. Sometimes a little is more than enough. He picked up the bill, paid for all 3 meals, and stepped outside. For the first time in months, the night didn't feel so heavy. The air felt different, gentler, warmer, almost like the world had whispered, "You're not alone anymore." Before he left, he turned once more toward the direction the mother and child had gone. He wasn't sure if he'd ever see them again, but he knew one thing for certain. He would never forget the moment a hungry child, a brave mother, and a lonely man shared a table and healed each other in ways they couldn't even explain. And maybe, just maybe, tomorrow he would try again. Try to rebuild, try to live, try to be the kind of person who helps others feel seen, and maybe someone else would be inspired to do the same. If this story touched your heart even a little, take a moment right now to support Whispers of Kindness. Like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today. Comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that remind us how deeply kindness matters. Your support truly keeps this channel alive.